Here on the top of after student card component, like this one, copy those code that I've shared, like this one. You should have something like this one. Like this one. Are you able to open like this one? Open braces.
In the student list.
In
the student list.
Yeah, before student card.
Yeah.
Are you able? Then press enter. Then use the student list data, like this one. Then use map function because we are going to do loop for those students, all of them. And here inside map, open braces, and we are going to take one student one by one. So here you can put anything you want, but to make things understandable, let's use student. This one. Here after this bracket, use arrow function like this one. Then open brackets. So what we are going to use is just to use this student card, like this one, inside here. And our card, now what we need, we are going to provide some props. Props is like a data for a one component that will be imported from external components. So since we have different students, you have to make sure that you differentiate all of them. So here you have to give it a key. Key is like a unique value for that card. If you take a look here inside student list data, you will see each and every student has its ID, which is different from the rest of the students. So here key will be student ID, like this one. Student ID dot ID, like this one, and cross the brace, and here we are good to go, isn't it? If you take a look in your browser, like this one, you will now see, even if we have one student card component, the output we have 4 students. Could you confirm if you can see something like this one? Are you all done?
No.
If you see here, since we have 4 data inside our student list, it will also put 4 student card. Like for instance, let's minimize this one. If you can see here, we have 4 objects. Like if I duplicate this one, these 2, like this one, and I'm going to change the ID, here we should have 5 and 6 here, like this one, and I hit refresh, you will see now we have 6 cards. It counts the number of objects inside that array, then display the number of components you want to display. Let me make things as it was. So if you have 4 now, you can see we have 4 student cards. Should we continue?
Oh, wait.
Guys, if you take a look on this displayed card, you will see we have also the same name, the same course, the status and progress. But here, if you take a look here, you have this is for John Doe, this is for Jen Smith. What we want, we want to map for each and every student and use its own data. This is what we are going to do now. So here, that's why we are talking about props. Inside student card, open student card. Did you open it?
Yeah.
You done?
Yeah, open it. Yeah, open it.
Here in the bracket, did you see
Yeah, the bracket.
open braces, like this one? What we are going to receive, we are going to receive student data. This is student data like this one. This is what we call props. You done? Are you done? So now what we need here in student list, if you hover your mouse here, you can see the property student data is missing in type. What you have a key, but it is required. So to solve this one, you also have to pass the props for student data. If you start with the first letter like student, you will see the name of props. Because you have only one props, you should have something like a student data. Then here, put student. Now I think all of you no longer have that error. There is an error, isn't it? This is called like a student data is declared but vary is never used. Yeah, this is normal. And the second error is student data is defined but never. This is the same here. The last one is binding element student data implicitly has any type. The last one is crucial because we are using TypeScript. For each and every data, you have to define what you expect to receive. So let me show something here. If you come here and console logs, like student data, for instance, let's put console.log like this one, and put like a string received student data like this one. And here, let's pass the data we have received for student data. If you come here in a browser, this is the browser, and right-click here, inspect. In the console, you will see there is something like a received student data. This is an object with avatar, the color, course, ID, name, and something. This is different for this one and this one also. You see, we are receiving some data. What we need is like those data we are expecting to receive. We are going to define their It's like the mirror of what they should look like. Here we are going to use what we call interfaces. Like for instance, on the top of file, create a new interface, and we are going to define the props for student card. This is student card props, isn't it? Like this one, and here put brackets like this one. Do you have something like this one?
Everyone needs to stop that.
So here I'm going to see what the data we are going to receive. Receive student data. The first one here, we should receive an ID, isn't it? The ID, like this one. This is ID. Our ID should be string. Sometimes you should specify as a number, but you can put here as a string. Then the next one is the name. The name also should be string. To be string, like this one. The second one is the avatar. Avatar, like this one. Also, it should be string. The fourth one is course. Also, the course should be string. You can see here, this is a string. And let's put here the course as a string also. This is a string. There is a typo here. The avatar. Yeah. Yeah, I put string. The second one, we have avatar, we have color. And also our color is a string. And we have, of course, we have done it, this one. The progress. This is a number. And the status. This is now a string. And you can see what you have here is same like what you have received. The ID, name, avatar, course, color. For now, ID, we can make it as a number since there is no double quotes. So if you hover on this one, you can see this is never used. So we are going to use it for resolving this data. So here put double points and also open braces. Our student data, the student data will be looking like the props we have defined, like this one, the student card props. And now I think there is no error. Do you have something like this one?
Give us a few minutes.
So now, as you can see here, we are using to use student data. For the name, here inside span element, you will see there is the name of student. Is this the name? Is the avatar? Here, this is the for avatar. I think you should have different name. But here, please remove this, the name, and open JSX like this one. Then here put student data dot avatar like this one.
And the student card.
Yeah, inside student card. I think now you should have different avatar like that one, isn't it? Put student dot avatar in the first span element. Here for the name, you have to replace John Doe with student data dot name. Like this one, close this one. Here, put student data dot course. Like this one. This is for course. The status here, we have to put student data dot what? Dot status. And across this one. The last one here for progress. Only select the number and put brackets, open braces, dot student data. Here we are using, this is a progress, and cross this one, like this one, isn't it? We should have something like this one. Are you all done? Are you done? So those who have done, let's, I think should have something like this one. The same student. So guys, the more thing we need is like here you see we also have the color for student, and if you take a look on a previous code, you have seen like the avatar, they have different background color. So what we are going to do now, we are going to use the background color we have received in this div element. So you have to follow here. Here you see we have our class name in a string. We see you have double quotes here, but we need to use the data we have received, isn't it? So here we have to enter the JavaScript mode. Please select all of the classes like this one. Select all of them in div for span. Where is here? Have you select all of them?
Yeah.
Are you done?
Yeah.
Then cut all of them. Do you have something like this one? You have cut all of them.
Yeah. I've got it.
Or instead of cutting all of them, keep as it is. You see? Then press Shift and open brace. The way you open braces.
Yeah.
You done?
Mm-hmm.
Then press on backticks. This button for backticks. Then the last thing, you have to delete this double quotes, and you will remain with something like this one. Because we want to use the value from external component. You done? So here, let me check on the data we are receiving. Yeah, we received the data. For color, we have the background dash. This is cool. So what we need, we have to replace this bg-blue-500, and here use dollar sign, then again open braces, then put student data dot color like this one. So, guys, you see, we have used props to update data. So, if you take on what you have done, this is for dynamic data. So, what we are going to look is how to use hooks for dynamic data. For instance, what I need to do is like just to delete only one student, and you look on how it works. Even if you have static data, we are going to see how you can delete one student. So here inside student list component, we are going to see how you can define a hook. Here, we are going to use state, what we can call use state. Define a const, then do things like this one, isn't it? Here, the first option is for the data. We are going to have dynamic data. So here, let's put like these are students. The second one is a function to update that variable. We start with state. Here we put set, and you continue with the same name we have used for that variable. Here we use set students, like this one. I'll skip that clause. Then here, press equal. We use state. Use state like this one. Initially, what you need, we need the student data, student list data, like this one. This is what we need. And here, make sure you are going to import this useState from React. On the top of file, import, then open braces, use state like this one from React. Like this one. Here I may put useState. How is it? So now, here instead of using student list data, I'm going to use students, like this one. Copy this one we have used and paste here. So after using this one, if you run your application, you will see it is not going to run. Can you see that? There is an error saying you are importing a component needs useState. This is right. This React hooks only work in the client component. In Next.js, we have different component, the server component and the client component. The server component is the one which can integrate database and the backend. By default, these components are server component. For client component is like rendering dynamic UI using custom hooks like useState, useEffect. So to resolve this one, they are saying to fix, you have to mark this file with use client directive at the top of file. So you have to make sure at the top of your file, this one, put double quote and the distance like this one. Use client on the top. Here, we want to delete one student. Inside our student card, you see, in our student card, what we need, we want to add new props. Here, let's redefine a new interface, like this one. So this is student card. Here we are going to use functions props. The one we are going to use is on delete. This one. Isn't it? Did you define a new props? The interface student card function props. Wait a bit.
I'm waiting for power.
Is it the same for all of you?
I don't know about them.
So guys, are you following?
Yes.
So here, next for student data, put a comma, and we are going to use a new props on delete, like this one. So let's resolve this error by here using like a new props on delete. Let's use what we need is like putting student function props. Should you have something like this one? You're done. So now we are going to use this function. Here you will see the button for delete. Did you see it? Here we are going to, we want when we click on that button to delete that student. So on click like this one, You have to open bracket with arrow function. We want that to happen when you click on that button. Then we use on delete, this one. Then we press for brackets students. We want to delete student with that ID because the student is the one we need. So here they are saying we should define on delete somewhere here, not using props. Like this one, you should define its props inside here. Do you have same code? On delete here and the same here, and the function when we click on that button, isn't it? Here, the reason is here we have to pass the function, isn't it? Like on delete, like this one. So here we are going to define a function for deleting that user. Let's say, for instance, query this function as handle delete a student, like this one. This is her student. This is another function. It's going to accept the parameter of ID. This ID should be a number. Skip this one. Do things like this one. So now we are going to use this function to update the student array, isn't it? So what we need, we are using this function, student, set students like this one. And what we need, we want for all students using this one. For all students, what we need to display other student, but the one with the same ID, we don't need to display that one. Here we can put, we are going to use what we call a filter. We are going to filter those students and take the one with the same ID, and we don't need to display that one. Here let's put students like this one, dot filter. And here you can put anything you want. But for us, since we need to see things in clear, we want to take one student. Let's put this one. Want one student, where that student, this student, this is a one student. We need to take this one student, where this one student with that ID. You see here you get the properties of students, isn't it? We want the student, those students where we don't have the same ID for that we have deleted. This one, isn't it? So now here we can put the function inside on delete. Here now we can use on delete and put the function.
No, we are not working in the global CSS yet.
Yep. Let me see if this is going to work. Okay. Yeah, now it's working.
So, what's going to happen here? That's what this is about.
So guys, I'm going to upload this code on GitHub. Let me create the new one. Engineer, how is it? Is it good? Do you know how to clone something on a GitHub? So I'm going to create a new one. You want to create a new repository? Yeah, I'm going to create a new repository on my GitHub. Yes, this is an NextJS Student Management System. Is that on this? Yeah, useState. useState. Let's create new one. I'm going to copy all of the codes over here and open my terminal. Let me delete this one and this one. And here, let's put something like this one. I'm going to push everything. No. Here, let me add everything. Add everything like this one. And I'm going to commit implemented like for instance student management system. This is a student management system with components and the hooks, components, props, interface, and the hooks. And this one, let's commit this one, and I am going to push. I think now we are good to go. Okay. So let me share this code with you. Even if you can do something like this one, and let git cron, git cron, And yeah, you have to copy this one.
Yes. Yes. Link.
This is the one you need.
Yes. Yes.
And paste.
Yes.
Then you can
That's it. Yeah.
in the cron.
Yes. After
This one you can see here. Now you have
yes.
or up.
Yes. There.
Yeah, you can see everything they are here.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, here after that, what you need, if you open CMD and you open your VS Code, and if you want to run this one, you will need to install everything like npm I. You can push that first,
Okay.
like this one, and press enter.
MBI.
And you will
F.
see now dash F. This is for to force this one and make sure that all the packages are installed. This is what you need.
Okay.
And now you are good to go. And now you can now run and then run and dev. Yeah, thank you. So you see, yeah, yeah, it will depend.
Tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow.
Tomorrow it's holiday or after tomorrow?
After tomorrow.
Yes. Yes.
And now, yeah, you can put something that see everything now is working.